for joining me on Tarot Machine. This is your first quarterly love reading for 2017, and this will be for the sign of Leo. So let me go ahead and give these cards a shuffle to see what energies you'll be working with for the first quarter when it comes to love. Okay, for the first month of the quarter, and it'll be January. This is what you got. You have. You have the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Five of Cups upright. If you're single, the Seven of Wands is maybe you're getting to a point that you're tired of picking up or attracting people that are very argumentative or they are very combative when it comes to a relationship. It seems like that the people that you're picking up just doesn't, they always bringing drama to the relationship. You may be attracting these people, or you're getting to the point that you're tired of dealing with certain people that you bring in on a one-on-one, and they want to be argumentative. Once you are set trying to set up a relationship with them, they always have sort of, they always want to express their point of view over your point of view. They're not respecting the boundary lines of your individuality or the opinions that you want to bring into the relationship that could help it out. They just very argumentative. And if you're single and looking for these people, you're kind of getting to the point that you don't want to deal with it. You're probably wanting that person now that's the polar opposite. You want to find somebody that can help you um, in a sense with positive reinforcement in your relationship when you're trying to build a one-on-one relationship with them, and not being being always at a point that to defend your place in the relationship. The second card you have is the Five of Cups upright. So that proves that you're tired of it, because Five of Cups is crying over old stuff. So you may be going over old issues that you did before when it was coming to you meeting a person and trying to build a relationship. It seems like you're crying over past relationships you had that you may think that were good when it comes to meeting other people or being involved with people. It shows that also that when you're meeting new people, if you're single, that you're doing a comparison basically to the last relationship you have, and you're still going over old issues or bringing old issues when it comes to you meeting somebody new. If you are already coupled up with somebody, it's showing me that as a couple you probably came to a point to for the beginning of the year to start it out on a good foot and bringing less drama to your relationship or less argumentations towards each other, or you decide to start on a new foot, that you will not let arguments be a key factor in your relationship. And also with the Five of Cups, it's showing that the arguments are coming from that keeps reappearing in your relationship if you're already joined up is old issues that you feel that you didn't clear up or tie up from the past that you could had already. You keep focusing on them to see if you could kind of clear them up or get rid of them, but at the same time you keep harping on them and they keep reappearing in your relationship. So you're kind of setting a new path forward to remove that out of your relationship. The For the second month in February, what you have is the Ten of Swords upright and the Sun in reverse. So if you're single, ten of swords upright means in a relationship, it means that you could be tired of carrying a mental burden when it comes to people that you meet, or you feel that the people that you meet that you want to have a one-on-one relationship is coming with too much mental baggage that you cannot deal with or want to deal with or want to adopt in your life. And it seems like you're heading out on a path that you kind of feel like every time you get with somebody that is a mental burden, is a mental strife to the relationship, that it causes you to always constantly be mentally alert to, because your companion or whoever you're trying to build a relationship is coming with the stuff that it takes a lot of thought to filter out of the relationship, and you could be meeting a person like that, or be um seeing that kind of aura on the people that you're meeting. The second card you have is the sun in reverse. The sun usually in upright means that you usually have a positive outlook, but it's showing that whoever you running across that you're thinking that you want to be in a relationship with, they coming off like um they coming off like Debbie Downer, or they coming off like they always have a negative spin on something you say. When you're trying to have a conversation, they going to the opposite side of what you're saying. If you're trying to bring up something positive, they going all the way negative with it, and they might come off as a negative person. So you could be running into a person that has a negative point of view when it comes to when they in a relationship, because they bringing up probably old issues, and that's all they harping on. So anything, every time you're trying to start up something with them, they bringing that negative vibe on to a relationship. Even if you like them and you show interest in them, they still going to have a negative spin. So you could be running across a person like that, or you're trying to bring a person in and they can be carrying these feelings. If you already in a relationship with somebody, it's showing that with the Ten of Swords upright for February, is showing that you as a couple have have a lot of mental baggage that you're both carrying as a couple. Is you feel in points of February that the burden of your relationship is, you feel like it's a mental burden for some reason. It could be from outside factors, it could be the interaction that you having, it could be that either you or your companion could be having a negative spin on anything that you're trying to bring into the relationship that could be a positive, and they having a negative spin on it, so you feeling like it is a more, they causing more burden to the relationship as a whole, and you could be going through that in the month of February. For the last month in the quarter, and it will be March, you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So the Six of Pentacles in reverse saying is, if you're single, whoever you're gonna find, they're gonna be really selfish. If you're trying to bring somebody into your relationship in March, it's showing that they gonna be more, I want to say self-centered, or just take care of me aspect. They're not going to be fair when it comes to you being in a one-on-one with them. They're going to be more of what they can get up out of it. It's not going to be balanced. You're going to be left short-handed in some kind of way. Either it's going to be on a physical level or a emotional level, but they're going to leave you unbalanced at times if you try to be in a relationship with them, because they're not displaying a fair balance when it comes to their emotions or being in a relationship with somebody else. And as the second card you have is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So the Ten of Wands in reverse in a relationship wise, it means that you're over of carrying, you got to a point that you tired of carrying the burden when you meet um being in a relationship or meeting people, that you're tired of carrying the burden. You may have came to the point that if you're looking for somebody, that you're not going to use all your energy to carry the next person along, and you're in the relationship, you're not going to be the glue to the relationship. And that's what it is. You took a mental standpoint that now that you're bringing in somebody on a one-on-one, that you're not going to take all the burdens of the relationship, or be the only carrier to the relationship to keep it going. As this refers to couples, it is showing me that at the time it's going to be unbalanced in your relationship, in the sense that each of y'all gonna go through a period that you will want something, and the other person will have to either sacrifice it to keep your relationship glued together, or that they will have to sacrifice something that they don't want to sacrifice, and it's usually the equal standpoint in your relationship, and you'll be kind of wavering off and on through March like that. And it's going to be one of those things that you might have to swallow your pride if it's a relationship that you want to keep intact, and you have to judge the boundaries. It's also saying that if you're in a relationship with somebody, it's saying that it's no boundary line set up of how far you will go to keep the relationship glued together. Is no boundaries, basically. So it's like no lines in the sand to say, well, we can't do this and we can do this. It's just, it's all over the board, and it's creating no balance within the relationship if you are already coupled up with somebody. And with the 10 of Wands, maybe both of y'all make a decision that you're tired of letting outside things become a burden in your relationship, that you feel like you may have to carry an outside member's burden, and then it's affecting your relationship because both of y'all is leaving both of y'all unbalanced, and you have to argue about it, or come to some decision all the time to figure out where this burden is coming from when it comes to your union. So let me go ahead and give you one astrology card to see what can help, what sign this will play out with for Leos in the first quarter. Okay, Capricorn card flipped over my hand. So if you got a person, or you thinking about a person, a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, it's showing me that these energies will play out more if you're in a union or talking to a actual Capricorn person. So let me go ahead and get one relationship card to see what can help you for the quarter. Let's see. The thoughts I think determine the relationship I attract. So what it is that for the first quarter, you're gonna be going through situations, and this is for singles and people that's already in a relationship, that you're gonna have to really sit back and really analyze the people you meet, is before you get into a relationship with them, or really, if you already joined up, analyze situations that's being brought to you as a couple. Step back and see if it's really becoming a real burden of an issue when it comes to your union with somebody, or this person is bringing way too much to the table. So you have to really think about what you want and how to mold your relationship. You're It's saying you're the only one that can mold the relationship you want. You can't have somebody come in, and this is for singles, have somebody come in, use their thoughts to control your actions in the relationship. It's saying that within the relationship, you still have to think about yourself and let your space be known. If you already joined, it's just saying take time back before the issues get really blowed up and you start nitpicking at each other. Is to go ahead, both of y'all sit on the side of the fence and analyze it together to see if it's really something that y'all both need to focus on and argue about, and see if you can clear it out real quick from the relationship, so you can discard it and move on to something else that is better to build your relationship. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. You can leave your comments at the bottom. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.